Hello Aries, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Aries for the middle of November. Now Aries, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Aries, I do not offer personal readings, so if you get a DM from somebody, that is not me, that is someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. I also do daily content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment to let me know what you think. I like to do a Celtic cross spread here for these middle of the month readings if you were curious. So let's see what we have here for you. Make sure everything is in view and then we'll get right into it. Take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. So, all right, just make sure everything's set up here. Okay. I think that's looking pretty much good to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Empress. So it's a really nice card. This is the most abundant card in the tarot. Reason being is a couple reasons. Well, first, the Empress is like the divine mother. It's like the mother archetype. And you can say that the Empress nurtures whatever it is that they're working on, like a mother would nurture her children. And so for some of you, this could mean that you are nurturing, financial stability in your life. You're nurturing a project at work or in your personal life, maybe a relationship, and that's a form of abundance. Another way to look at the Empress, it's fertility and therefore prosperity. As you see that they are holding the Venus sign, this is an indication of abundance. Venus is love and beauty, but it's also money and luxury and wealth. And so definitely when you see the Empress in a reading, it's always a nice sign of potentially increasing abundance in some way. And that could even just be your thoughts around money but it's always a very good sign. So like to see that for you. Taking a look here, you have a nice reading. And just deciding on kind of if there's an opening message. I think what we'll do is we'll just get right into it here, Aries. So in the middle, in your current situation, you have the Strength card. This is a card of perseverance, of willpower, of literal strength. And more importantly, it's having so much courage that you can walk next to a lion or tame a lion. It talks about potentially the energy of energy. And with that, there could be an energetic event that happens. Something, you can think of it as like a boiling point, but it doesn't have to be negative that way. It can mean like you summiting a mountain and releasing the energy as you get to the top of the mountain. Something like that going on here where there's power around you at this time to do the things that you need to do. And, it's Leo energy along with that. So where are you being called on to have strength, to have conviction on the goals and the tasks and the priorities that you're working on at this time with the Empress card? What's really interesting here is I think there's some sort of financial willpower that you are looking to bring in. The reason why is because in the problem situation, you have the 5 of Pentacles. Now this can be a job loss, but I don't see that for you because you have this 10 of Pentacles in the past, you have the 4 of Pentacles in the future, you have the Empress, you have the King of Wands, and we'll see what cards clarify here. But this 5 of Pentacles in the problem situation, for me, is clearly you thinking negatively towards money at this time, okay? There may have been a setback, okay? There may have been an unexpected bill or something like this that happened. I almost never read that, but for some reason I'm feeling that. The thing is, you have this firm foundation. You have this strong foundation of money, of finances here for some of you, but there could have been something like that happened. I'm really trying to see here, but you are being called on to have strength over finances at this time. I would say to be careful of just like, I wouldn't make any big luxury purchases at this time unless you feel like you absolutely need it in order to do something. But I'm feeling like there's some sort of willpower that needs to be had here around your thoughts about money or spending money, something like that going on. In the past, you have the Ten of Pentacles. So you now have the two most abundant cards here, Aries, in the tarot, with the Empress and now the Ten of Pentacles. So something here happened in the past where there was an increase in money, an increase in abundance, in something. Okay, this can mean an inheritance, money being passed through generations. It can mean a long-term investment that has a large quantity associated with it, such as a home, a retirement account, crypto, stocks, something that you've been accruing, okay? Something that, this is not lottery win, okay? This is, realize that you've gone from the ace, number one, all the way through the suit of pentacles, and this is like the harvest, okay? And so it's not pulling the slot and winning a lottery win, okay? This is something that has either been passed through your family, through a generation, or an investment that you've made, or an increase in money in some way in the past here. It could also mean that you've been looking to build a legacy based on investments that you're making, or getting a higher paying job, making changes. In the future here, you have this Four of Pentacles. This is financial stability, okay? So yeah, you may be feeling left out in the cold here. You may be feeling a little bit upset or challenged in your financial situation with the Five of Pentacles, but as long as you have this power and this willpower here to keep moving forward, and you have the courage to work through these problems, recognize that in the future there's financial stability arriving with this Four of Pentacles. Yes, this person's hanging on a little bit too tightly to their pentacles, but in this case I feel like it's stability. The other thing is this person is also in a form of scarcity as well, and that they feel like there will never be any more, right? Because they're holding on to their pentacles so tightly that they feel like, oh, this is all I have. But that's not the case. You are abundant here, okay? You have the biggest combination of abundance in the tarot with the Empress and the Ten of Pentacles. So my intuition was right. This is something around scarcity mindset. And there is stability coming in for you. But you need to be very careful here with the Devil card on your conscious awareness, that you're not trending towards negativity, okay? This is a card of our shadows. It's addictions. It's repressed energy that we haven't worked through yet. It's, here, have another slice of cake, right? It's, oh yeah, get that thing on Amazon. You definitely need it, right? It's that little, it's dangling the carrot. That's what this energy is all about. You're clearly being called on to have willpower over something, okay? Whether this is an addiction to spending, but I feel like what's going on here is this is an addiction to thinking negatively around your finances, around your abundance, because I just get the sense that there's negative thoughts here showing up, and I get the sense that you're going to transmute that here with this Strength card. In the subconscious, in this lower row, what you can't see, the hidden, the way that you talk to yourself, you have the Four of Pentacles, boredom, apathy, not seeing the road ahead, okay? This person is sticking to what they know here with these three cups that are in the grass, representing things that are familiar to them, ideas that are familiar. However, this hand is being shown to you. This hand is the hand of the universe offering you an alternative solution, giving you an alternative cup, an alternative path out of whatever misery or boredom or apathy that you're in. Remember, boredom and apathy is a sort of prison, okay? It's not a good energy to be in, because the universe is vibrant and abundant, and there's always things going on. And this person is choosing to stay where they are instead of grow and instead of experience life. But you're being provided an opportunity to experience that, Aries. And so this person just needs to look up and see that there's amazing things in front of them. And that's what I feel like telling you. Now, where you're headed here, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have the Six of Swords. Somebody who's transitioning to a new place, okay? They're testing new waters, going to new shorelines, seeing new people. And with that, you can say that the Six of Swords is a sort of rite of passage here. So for you, you're making changes around these feelings of scarcity, around these thoughts that you may be having towards your money situation, towards your financial situation. Some of you may be engaged in travel. I don't think that is as resonating for me at this time, but I feel like what's going on for you is, you've been, how am I supposed to say this? You've been given a set of difficulties here that you're looking to transmute and that you're looking to transform. And I feel like you could be quite successful with that. What you need to be very careful of here in your external awareness is, or influence rather, is speculating, okay? Be aware of the talking heads around you, okay? You never know what someone's agenda might be, especially if, I just need to say this, I don't know if someone's going to resonate with this at all, but Aries, like, if you're in crypto, I don't know who is here, or if you're in some sort of speculative asset, just realize that some of the talking heads are paid, okay? And just realize that some of them have an agenda. Some of them are advisors. I don't know why, I just feel like I need to say that to some of you. Okay, so whether you're not in one of those areas, getting back to the message here, be careful of not spreading your energy too thin here, okay? Because you could be confused by choice. You could be confused at the decisions at hand here. And you need to return to self with this strength card. Return to self, return to willpower, return to strength. And I feel like as long as you keep doing that, you have that anchor, you will be successful. In your hopes and fears, you have this King of Wands. Perhaps some of you are wanting to, go your own route, be an entrepreneur, do your own thing, get inspired. Some of you maybe need to get inspired here. This could represent someone coming forward to deliver an inspiring message, but it can also indicate that you are just looking to develop inspiration in your life. I actually love this card because this is the most passionate person in the room. They never do anything that they don't want to do in terms of work, in terms of career. And, in some respects, we could say that this is you, although I typically read it as a Sagittarius. This could be any fire sign. And so I almost feel like maybe some of you are putting some pressure on yourself around finances. And I do feel like you're going to have an opportunity to work through this. Now, in the outcome, looks very good. You have this Knight of Cups, rather. Okay, so this is a happy event arriving here. Now, I didn't really pick up on relationship energy at all in this reading, although this can be like a somebody that is almost like someone you like romanticize about, or someone that you're very interested in, a crush that you have maybe. Coming forward, but I just don't get that energy here for you, Aries. What I feel like is coming through is you've been romanticizing a new life for yourself, or you've been romanticizing a new happy situation that you've been wanting to bring into existence here in your life. And I think that's the outcome. I think whatever it is that you've been looking to consciously manifest, romanticize, put energy towards is coming potentially for you. So I think it's important that you return to strength here and try to change those thoughts from negativity to positivity. So let's see what else we have here. Let's see what else wants to come forward to clarify. You have the Page of Wands. Some of you, maybe you have been in a period of unemployment with that Five of Pentacles. The Page of Wands can indicate a job offer coming in. Okay, Wands is the suit of enterprise, of career, of business. And a page is always either news or offers if it's not a quality of yourself. And so for some of you, potentially getting some sort of offer here. This can also represent a sort of download from the universe coming in, some sort of divine insight as you're sitting here under the tree with the Four of Cups person. I do feel like there is an insight coming in, but you just need to make sure that your thoughts aren't getting in the way of that arriving. You have the Justice card. Ultimately, you will receive the outcome you deserve here, okay? This is the divine scales. This is the karmic scales balancing out and tipping in your favor. It's Libra energy. It's a very good sign if you've acted with integrity. If you have not, it can be a warning shot. I don't think it's a lack of integrity here from this energy. What I feel like is it's a lack of hope. It's a lack of optimism. I think for you, that's the key here, Aries, is realizing that there's something good on the horizon and that the divine scales here are balancing all of that out for you, and to just remain hopeful for the future, because you have this Five of Cups, which is someone who's sitting in disappointment. they don't realize that there are two cups behind them upright overflowing. Okay, and instead they're thinking about the disappointments of their past. But that's the big challenge for you here. The thing is, you have like abundance in your past here. Okay, something that you've done has worked out for you. And yeah, I mean, look at this card that just popped out here, success. One of the better cards to get in this Oracle deck, literally foretelling success in your life. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, within the next few months, definitely feel like there's maybe a career outcome coming for you here between now and the end of the year. I will say that these middle of the month readings have been very energetically, they've felt like it's been between now and the into 2022, like into January. That's what I feel like is going on here. And then you have, yes, you're going to get an offer. You're going to get this, whatever you've been romanticizing here with this Knight of Cups. Remember, this, I don't feel like this is a new person. I don't feel like it's a relationship. I don't feel like it's love romance. I feel like you've been romanticizing something for yourself. I do hope some of you understand what I'm trying to communicate, where you have this dream life in your mind. And yeah. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Okay, so you have occupation, toil and labor, bad health, expectation. Yeah, I felt that. Marriage and coffin. I mean, some of you could have love changes, okay? I'm just going to say that straight up. I don't know, if you're in a toxic marriage or a toxic relationship, I don't see that lasting very long, which is ultimately a blessing in disguise. I'm not saying it's not easy. I'm saying that's a good thing to let go of a toxic situation. But yeah, the thing is, there was this feeling of expectation here that I was getting, that I felt like maybe you were placing on yourself. Like you were placing pressure on yourself or some sort of unrealistic financial expectation on yourself here. And I feel like you're going to understand that that's not healthy for you. This bad health card, I don't feel like is physical health or ailments or anything like that. I feel like it's this negativity that I've been talking about in this reading. And maybe the expectation you've been placing on yourself, because you've been working very hard, and you should get some sort of occupational success here in the future with the Page of Wands, the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Ten of Pentacles, as well as the Four of Pentacles, indicating stability arriving. So I love this reading. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, zanintuitive.com. Always grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I will see you in the next one.